Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video, I'm outside because I can't record inside. There's nowhere to record inside, so I'm just gonna have to record outside. And I have this fan because it's summer in South Carolina, which means it's hot. And luckily I'm sitting in the shade, but it's kind of humid out, so still kind of hot, and I need this fan. But hi, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've watched my previous videos. If you don't know, my name's Prince Havoc. I'm an artist, both digital and traditional. Right now, currently, I'm working on a little comic of the backstory of my two of my OCs, which is what I'm going to be talking about today in this video. But this is more so just like the start of it. Like talking about the start of it, all the stuff I needed to know and all that. So hopefully it'll help you if you want to make a little comic about your OCs that you've never done before. Or like you've never done it before. So two OCs that I'm making a comic about, they're brothers, and their names are Nathaniel and Ruby. I almost said Demi and Ruby. Because it's about their childhood. And it's split up into two parts. Both, like, each part is from the other's perspective. I'll show like the first 5 slides of it, like right now probably, or at the end of the video. So first thing that you need to know what your characters look like. And this is specifically for like if you're doing a backstory that's before the like present story of your characters. So like if you're doing like a comic of when they were younger, you need to know what they look like when they were younger, and like why their appearance changed and all that. You need to know all that, and that's pretty much it for what you need to know in terms of character wise. Like also you need to know how they talk and how they act and all that, other than just how they look, because that really helps. And like the way I'm doing it as like the present Ruby, so like Ruby once he's 18, talking about their past like as his memories, instead of like telling it from their perspective when they were kids. So you need to know how they talk now and how they look when they were younger and all that, and the way they would talk about it, because like Ruby is kind of sarcastic and like mad about their childhood, so he talks like it, you know. What else? Obviously you need to know their backstory like completely. Like you don't need to know every detail, but you need to know like the major things that happen that shape their character. Then you can just build off of there, because that's kind of what I'm doing with my story in general. Like I just know the main things that main plots to the story, then filling in everything in between. Let's see. Also, you need to decide, like, based on your art style. I know my art style is like not complicated, but not simple either. Like, you have to take your time on it. Well, I have to take my time on it. But for this one, the only thing I did different with my art style is the way I color it. So like if you're going to color your comic, you need to decide on that, if you want it to just look the same, or if you want to stylize it, make it look different because it's like a flashback or whatever compared to your main story. That's just what I'm doing though. What else? Also, if this is your first time making like a comic in general, like I've made a few comics before, not like serious ones like this one kind of is, but I've made comics before, and you need to figure out, like, if you're doing it digitally, the way I'm doing it, I'm just doing it like one picture per slide, so it doesn't look like an actual comic page. Like it's like a slideshow pretty much. And I wrote a whole script for it in general, and I'm just writing out the script on the comic page, like, cause it's like Ruby is telling the story, so I can just do that. But you might want to change it if you're not doing that. You need to know how the page is going to be laid out, and you need to kind of make it like easy to tell which direction you're supposed to read it. Because I read manga, so like, and sometimes it's a little confusing which way I'm supposed to read it, or just reading other people's comics online is a little confusing which way you're supposed to read it. So it will help if you make it like more obvious which way you read it if you're going to do it like a regular comic page. But if you're doing it the way I'm doing it, which is like just like a slideshow thing, if your speech bubbles are like gonna be all over the page, maybe like put a little connector line between them so you know which way you're supposed to read it, so it doesn't get confusing. What else? Also, if you never made a comic before, and you're doing it either digitally or traditionally, I think this goes for both of them. You need to be prepared to like sit down for a while, which you probably already are since you're making a comic anyway and you're an artist, so you're probably already used to that. But also you need to decide how you're going to progress through them, because with the first 4 pages, I did them all at the same time, like versus the 5th page where it was just that page for the next part. So I did like the sketches of all the pages, then the coloring for all of them, and then like added the line art for all of them, like that. But I think I'm gonna change that to like doing like completing each page before I move on to the next, instead of like doing them all like that, because for me it makes me be less tired of it. Because like for me, if I'm doing something and I get really close to the end, I start to get tired of it and I want to like quit sooner. So if you're like that, maybe you just go 1 page at a time anyway, instead of trying to do all of them at once. Like maybe you could just do all the sketches of the pages at once and then work on them individually. But yeah, that's it. What? I don't think there's anything else. Don't think there's anything else I need to say. Oh, also, don't be afraid to let your like comic look messy. That's it. Because I personally like messy art. As long as I can see what's going on, messy art is fine. I love messy art. I think that's the end. Okay, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Know it's a little different than my other videos, but to be honest, I put in like more effort in this video than my other ones, as you can probably see. Hopefully y'all like this kind of video more. It's going to be like probably a pain to edit compared to my other videos, but I don't mind. Thanks for watching. You should totally subscribe, because I'm gonna do a follow-up video when I'm finished the comic, like both parts of the comic. It's gonna be 20 parts in all, and I was originally just gonna do 20 pictures for it, but I decided to change it, and the first picture got cut up into 4 pieces. So I don't know how long this comic is going to be at the end. So you should definitely stay tuned, and you should go look at my Instagram that I will link in the description to see the comic as it's being uploaded. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, turn on the notification thingy so you can see when I upload another video. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay? Bye now. Bye now.